Hi, Deepa Rani Shekar from Transform Life Programs, Love and Light. In my previous video, I had spoken about how in Solomon's Islands they kill a tree by not chopping it like the rest of the world does. They just stand around the tree and start cursing it, thus creating a total change in the molecular structure of the tree, and the tree just dies. Today I'm going to talk to you about how the same principle can be used for a positive impact. This is called Ubuntu, an African philosophy. An anthropologist in one of his tests put a basket of fruits under a tree, and he gathered the African children who were actually very poor, starving for food. They were starving and they were eager to have food. He gathered a bunch of children and then put them around 100 meters away from the tree, that is away from the fruit basket. And he asked them to run towards the fruit basket, and whoever picks the fruits get the fruits. Obviously, the number of fruits was much lesser than the number of children. He was surprised when all the children who had gathered, they held hands. They held the hands of each other and started running together. When he asked, "What is happening? I told you the one who gets there gets the fruit." So the children gave him a very simple philosophy of life, yet so great. The children said, "We follow Ubuntu." That is, if few of us get the fruit and few of them don't, then when somebody is unhappy, how can we be happy? So whatever is there, we share it amongst ourselves. So we don't compete against each other. We don't like to win. We don't like to lose. It's not a pleasure when I win and someone else loses. So we rather prefer that all of us win. Wow, what a great philosophy, friends. What a great funda for life. If we also went by these lines of philosophy, most of the problems in the world would be erased. What are we competing against? Ourselves or others? Is it that we want to win, or we just want to overcome the fear of losing? So think about it. The more we hoard, the more we think it is only for me, the problem starts there. Is this situation of crisis telling us to be open-minded, to not hoard, to not worry about the future, to believe that the universe will deliver to us what has to be at the right time? Is it not a message? This is what the philosophy of most of a healing or spiritual energy is: to live in the present moment, to not panic, to have faith in your prayers, ask, believe, receive, and focus on only that which is progressive, creative, and which is hopeful, because what you focus on expands. Like in the video where I spoke about Ho'oponopono, I told you that we are all connected by a string of consciousness. What happens to one eventually happens to the other. So are we following that, or are we thinking I can somehow get away? No, what happens to everybody eventually happens to us. If we have to break this chain, we have to think big, think large, focus on what is good, creative, progressive, and positive for all of us, because what we focus on expands. Thank you for joining me. Deepa Rani from Transform Life Programs, Love and Light.